Okay, so today I want to talk to you about PDAs, and I'm not talking about public displays of affection. What I'm talking about here is priority development areas. So, what is a priority development area? Well, as the name suggests, funnily enough, it's an area where the state government has stepped in and taken control because they want to prioritise development. So, it's an area where they're trying to kind of remove the red tape, speed up the application process in order to stimulate growth. Now, there's 5 key things that you need to know about when it comes to PDAs. First and foremost, you need to understand that the assessment manager is not Brisbane City Council. So if you're lodging an application in a PDA area, you are not going to council for approval, you are going to the state government for approval. Now, the second thing you need to understand is that there is different rules that apply to a PDA site. So you're not lodging an application for assessment or considering an application for assessment under the planning scheme. In our case, City Plan 2014. Instead, what you're doing is lodging it under the state government's document. Now, when a PDA is first designated, that state government document is a urban land use plan. Had to think about that for a second. And then as it actually evolves and they sort of refine their thinking about what they want to see in that locality, it changes into a development scheme. So yeah, you're first lodging, if you're in the early days, you're lodging under that interim document. If you're lodging later on, you're lodging under the development scheme, not Brisbane City Plan 2014. Now, the next thing you need to understand is that pre-lodgement meetings, they are strongly encouraged. They are free, woohoo, and they're usually turned around within 5 business days, which is awesome. I love that. Now, the next thing is timeframes. So the state government aims to decide these applications within 40 business days, excluding any information request response periods and any notification periods. So they've got 20 business days to do their initial assessment and issue the information request if it's required. Then once you've responded to that information request and if necessary done a public notification sort of process, then they've got 20 business days to decide the application. So it is, as suggested at the beginning, a real fast track kind of streamlined process. Now, number 5, you need to consider or you need to understand that the applications lodged in a PDA area are not visible on Development Eye. They instead are visible on the EDQ site. So yeah, if you're looking for application history or activity in an area, don't go to Development Eye, you need to go to the EDQ site. Now, how do you work out, next question naturally, is how do you work out whether a property is in or out of a PDA? Well, what you can do, what I'll do actually firstly when I'm going back and editing this video is I'll insert an image that shows all of the current PDAs across Brisbane, just so you can get a general idea of where these things are sitting. But what you can do to actually work out whether your site's specifically in one of those areas, you can go to the EDQ website and look at all the different maps of the different all the different PDA sites. Alternatively, if you're a design professional and you get one of our Charlie reports, we will always list whether it's in a PDA in that covering email. So keep an eye out for that. Alternatively, last but not least, you can go to interactive mapping, bring up the property, scroll down to the bottom of the property report, and if it's in a PDA, it will be listed there. Okay, I think that covers off everything I've explained, what they are, the 5 key differences between a PDA site and a non-PDA site, and how to actually work out whether your site is a PDA site. I think that covers off everything I want to talk about today. As I always like to say, until next time, thanks for watching.
For all you red tape lovers out there, I have one thing to say. Well, no, actually, I've got 3. Number 1, the advice provided in these videos is general in nature. It's not site-specific. You would be a silly Billy to go and make financial decisions based on this advice without first checking with the town planner. Don't be a silly Billy. Number 2, Brisbane Town Planning is in no way linked to Brisbane City Council. The views expressed in these videos are my own, not council's. So if you don't like them, blame me, not council. Number 3, what was my number 3? Oh yeah, the views expressed in these videos are accurate at the time of recording. If you're watching this video back 10 years from now, the views may not be so accurate. That's all.